Many of us have a certain mindset that we can only be healthy if we hit a number on the scale. However, the number on the scale is just a number. And I know for a fact that it can be quite discouraging when you weigh yourself on a particular day and realize that you gained 5 pounds overnight. Welcome back, Nourish Ones. If you're new here, hi, my name is Shannon and I'm a registered dietitian, certified nutritionist, and the founder of the Nourish Center. On this channel, you can find all things related to food, nutrition, and holistic health. In this video, we're going to dive right into understanding what the number on the scale actually measures. And no, the number you see is not just your body fat. As a registered dietitian, I see many people looking at the number on the scale and thinking that this number is their body fat. But the number that you see on the scale actually considers a variety of factors. So in this video, we're going to dive right into what the scale actually measures and other non-scale ways to assess how you're doing on your weight loss, weight gain, or weight maintenance journey. Let's dive right in. Physics tells us that weight is the force of gravity on an object. So scales are meant to measure the amount of mass, the gravitational pull that gravity has on an object. So when you're looking at the number that you see on the scale, it's taking into consideration everything that's going on in your body. It's taking into consideration your body fat, your muscle mass, the weight of your bones, hormonal changes in your body, and even your water weight. So when you're looking at that number, it's not just your body fat. So for example, sometimes when we eat foods that are high in sodium, we tend to become more thirsty. And so we drink more water. And chances are, if you gained 2 pounds overnight after having a night of a food that was high in sodium, you actually might just be retaining some water weight and not body fat. In a nutshell, if you are someone who is using the scale to measure your progress, do not use the number you see on the scale as a final conclusion for your progress. Simply use it as data. It's a wise idea to aim for a healthy weight range in comparison to just aiming for a specific number. This is because our body fluctuates every day due to a variety of factors. This is why it's so important to work with a registered dietitian, because we are trained to know how to look at things holistically and do proper assessments to come up with a nutrition diagnosis for what's really going on. If you are someone who will be using the scale to measure your progress, here are some tips to get the best results. First, you want to ensure that you are measuring at the same time and day. You can choose to weigh yourself daily or weekly, and research definitely does show that there can be some benefits to weighing yourself at least once a week to assess how you're doing and hold you accountable as well. Number 2, you want to weigh yourself in a fasting state. So before you have eaten anything, preferably in the morning. Number 3, you also want to weigh yourself after you have used the bathroom. Avoid measuring yourself after eating or drinking water or exercise. Salty foods consumed the day before can falsely appear as a muscle gain or weight gain or water retention. Be cognizant that your menstrual cycle can also cause fluctuations on the scale the week before and the week after your period. And finally, consult with your physician or dietitian, because your blood pressure and hydration status can also affect the number you see on the scale. The good thing is nowadays there are a lot of scales that actually break down the number that you see. These scales will often tell you your muscle mass, your body fat percentage, your water weight, and so on. While these scales can be helpful to assess your progress, I still tell clients to use caution when using them because even those scales sometimes can be a little bit inaccurate. If you encounter a handheld device to measure your body composition at a gym or at a health fair, if you didn't take in consideration the tips I mentioned before, these handheld devices will have little benefit. If you are looking to take your health to the next level, I highly recommend becoming a Nourish member. The Nourish membership includes monthly masterclasses and coaching sessions that are led by health professionals like myself to help you improve your health and overall well-being. As a Nourish member, you get 10% off all one-on-one sessions with me to help you reach your goals. And we also have monthly master classes, coaching sessions, your very own online portal where you can track your habits and get feedback from me on things that you can do to improve your health and so much more. Be sure to check out the links down below to read more about what your membership entails and to sign up today. If you have any questions about your membership, feel free to visit www.thenourishcenter.com. And if you still have questions that are unanswered, feel free to reach out to us at info@thenourishcenter.com. Even though the number on the scale can be helpful, there are so many non-scale ways to assess whether or not you are reaching your goals. I'll just name 3. Number 1, dropping a pant size. I mean, that's a huge non-scale win, right? If you are working towards weight loss and you drop the pant size, that's a win. Number 2, overcoming a trigger. Maybe during your weight loss journey, ice cream used to be a trigger food for you, but now you know how to eat ice cream in moderation and see it as a neutral food. Number 3, here's a psychological one, saying no to a food pusher. At first, when we are starting any health journey, it can be difficult to say no to people who are pushing foods on us to eat that we aren't interested in. And if you now can say no to food pushers, that is a huge non-scale win. I can go on and on about additional non-scale wins. So if you want me to do an entire video on non-scale victories, comment down below and I'll be more than happy to do that for you. I hope this video was helpful. If I missed anything or if you have any questions, do feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Overall, there's so much more than the number on the scale. The next time you go on the scale, look at the number as a fork in the road, simply as data to help you assess the next step you should take in your weight management journey. And don't forget that there are so many non-scale ways to assess your progress.